Hello.
Hello, I'm just looking to have a viewing of your property you've got advertised in Chichester. Is that still available?
Yeah, but it's only for female, I'm afraid. Sorry for that.
We're making this documentary because all of us on the team have had a bad experience with the student housing in Chichester. The last 2 years I was looking for a house. We went through several different properties, all of which were listed as female only. We gave the landlords a call and were told we weren't allowed to look around the properties because they were only advertising to females. Whether this is because they think females are going to be cleaner or not damage the property or something like this, it doesn't matter. It's still an assumption based on gender. And when it comes to something like housing, when there's a limited number of houses and a huge number of students, it makes finding a house extremely hard.
The fact that landlords are saying that they just want women in the house and not men in the house, I kind of see why, because men have a reputation of it being really dirty, really grubby. It's probably just a bit of generalisation.
I don't think it matters. I think we're still all students, and any student is messier than the other.
It's ridiculous. I know really clean boys.
That's the same sort of assumption as trying to say females are worse drivers.
To be honest, I don't think the other way around works too well either. I don't see the issue with guys and female-only houses and male-only houses. It should just be everyone to themselves, because everyone's different in any way.
Probably if there were adverts for male-only properties now, there'd be, today, there'd be riots, probably.
I do think that universities should stop this because it's outdated.
If the uni did more research and knew that was a thing, they probably wouldn't have any or as many on there.
Obviously, StudentPad isn't our website, it's a third-party company, so we've certainly put requests in to get the preference taken off at least the shared housing.
We can't stop landlords having that preference, so what we do is we do landlord evenings about this to try and make sure they are more open-minded, and being a woman I can speak from a female perspective.
My experience of getting a house in the last 2 years was much easier. Well, was easier for me, I think, when I said that it was only me being the boy, because I think they just have that assumption or mess.
There was about 7 houses that we saw altogether. There was a few that we couldn't see because I swapped housemates and it was going to be with 2 boys and they were just advertising to girls.
For me, initially trying to get a house was difficult. Half the responses I got back were no, simply because you're a bloke.
I think it is ridiculous, but then I do get their point as well, because at the end of the day it is their house, and if they have their own views about this, then...
I don't think it's right to have female-only properties.
I've always said this to landlords that have requested female only, especially when the answer for them doing it is because of tidiness. Because we deal with obviously the halls as well, we get to see both sides, and we do try and explain to them that females, it's changed now, they're just as bad.
Everyone in their 20s is a mess anyway.
I was looking after the halls at Bishop Potter campus for 4 or 5 years, so 400 bedrooms a year times 4 or 5 years, that's a lot of rooms. That's a lot of turnover of students, both male, female. Actually, there's not really anything between it. You know, you can't say one gender is messier than the other.
I don't think it should be stereotyped at all, and I don't particularly think it's the best initiative, if I'm honest.
We'll be doing everything we can to educate the landlords, and it does always come down to pretty much the cleanliness, and it's just helping educate that it's not a gender thing, it's a personal thing.
As a society, if we're going to place such a focus on gender equality, then it really does need to be on both sides. Whether you're male or female, we can't give one gender a specific privilege. Equality means equality.
Regarding the housing fair, we will be ensuring that no landlord has any boards that says male only or female only for future.